Tables form the backbone of a relational database. Each table can store and organize thousands of records. Let's look at how to create tables in Access. We're going to make tables for a database that will be used by a local restaurant. Let's start by making a table for employee information. Start by going to the Create tab and clicking the Table button. Now, the first thing to notice is that this table already has a primary key field called ID. If we click on it, we can see that the data type for this field is auto number. That means that Access will automatically assign a unique number in this field every time a new record is created. Since the field name ID isn't very descriptive, let's change it to Employee ID. Now let's add some fields for our data. The first field we'll want to make is for employee first names. Click here where it says Click to Add. This opens a menu where we can choose our data type. For names and other text data, we should choose the short text data type. We can also change the name of the field to first name. Let's quickly add fields for names and addresses. A couple of notes before we move on. By default, short text fields can hold up to 255 characters. However, this number can be adjusted here. Let's say we want the postal abbreviation for the state field rather than the whole name of the state. We can change this number to 2. Now, whenever a user types into this field, they can't enter more than 2 letters. Also, you may wonder why we choose to use the short text data type for the zip code field instead of the number data type. This was because the number field is generally used when you want to perform a mathematical calculation on the data, like finding the sum. And since we aren't interested in the sum of the zip codes, we use short text. Once our table is done, we can save it by clicking the Save icon on the top left corner of the screen. Let's name it Employees. Another way to make a table is to use Design View. Let's use this method to make a table for products. Go to the Create tab and this time click on Table Design. This opens a new table in Design View. When you create a table in Design View, it doesn't add the primary key for you automatically, so that's the first thing we should do. In the Field Name column, we'll type Product ID and set the data type to Auto Number. To make this field the primary key, click the Primary Key button on the ribbon. Notice the small key icon designating the field as the primary key. We can add the rest of our fields right here. Let's add a short text field for product names and another for product types. Finally, let's add a field for the price of each product. Since this field is a monetary value, we'll set its data type to currency. Now we can save and name the table. If we ever want to switch between Datasheet and Design View, we can click this button in the top left corner of the screen. We've just learned how to create tables in Datasheet View and in Design View. Well-designed tables are essential for an effective and streamlined database.